Okay, what you're looking at here is the internals of a Simvertex sequential shifter. We're going to take a look at the components. I've already unscrewed the side here, and we're going to see how much wear we've accumulated in a single day of use. So when I say a single day, I mean like maybe like 4 or 5 hours of continuous use. There you go. Okay, probably never getting that back together. That's the mainspring. And there's metal shavings and hair. So that's cool. This is the main shaft that everything's kind of connected to. And I actually filed down the edges here so they wouldn't be as brutal on the main top plate here. These are the little divots that the ball bearing rides in. Doesn't look like they've accumulated too much wear. So this part looks like it's actually a pretty decent grade of steel. Maybe they're using it for like suspension, so you can tighten it and then it keeps it tight. I don't know. Yeah, okay. There's a wave washer there. Doesn't look like there's any damage on that. Yeah, so there's some nylon spacers, and that's pretty much it. This little unit right here. I was hoping that this would just pop out. It looks like it's just a ball bearing cartridge. Can you see that? Yeah, so that's all one unit right there. It seems like it's about to pop out. Kind of going back and forth. Yep, there you go. It's kind of going back and forth, like on the top and then the bottom, and on the top of the bottom, kind of wiggle it out. These micro switches in here no longer click. I guess we're gonna have to take that circuit board off and investigate what's going on here. I guess this video is more or less to show you the extent of the wear, like I said, from like 4 or 5 hours of use. I don't know if you can see how much that's mangled. There, you can kind of see right there. Like, see how much those are raised? That's because this is the stop. So without this top plate, this is able to move freely in here. Let's take this apart all the way and see why these buttons are no longer clicking. First of all, these are super loose on the circuit board. These aren't even like hard mounted to the circuit board. I don't know if you can see that, but they're able to actually wiggle. So yeah, both of these micro switches are broken after not even 4 or 5 hours use, something like that. So what happened, I think, is eventually I was able to go past. You can see how worn these edges are here. They used to be about to there, and they've opened up considerably from shifting, because this is the only thing stopping the rod here. Where is it? This is the only thing stopping this plate from going further. So after repeated use, which you tend to do that with a sequential shifter, you're bap 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 all the time. This hole has elongated to the point to where this was able to touch these too much. Like, you can see that this one's been like bent down, and this one's just like completely snapped off. Like the wall of the unit, it just snapped off. So yeah, I paid $115 for this, and right now this is going for $140, I think, plus shipping or plus taxes or something like that. But after 1 day of use, this is already broken. And I pegged that. I said that this wouldn't last over a week. and here we are. So yeah, the reason why I decided to take this unit apart to see, you know, to show you guys the amount of wear is because it was feeling really strange. Like, it just didn't feel like things were right with it. And so, you know, I stopped using it right away, and I opened it up to see what happened, and here we go. This is it. So I guess this video is yet another warning to avoid this Simvertex shifter. Like, this is literally nothing to me now. You know, I can show you how it's put together. You know, I can show you the sides. I can show you the basic components, but this serves as nothing more than a visual representation of what this product is at this point. It's not functional. So yeah, yeah, Simvertex, if you're watching this, this product is complete garbage, and you need to completely rethink this sequential shifter. I don't think there's a single redeeming quality in this shifter. Like, these components are too thin. These components are too sharp. Like, there's the sharp edges everywhere. The parts that should be reinforced, like the top plate here, are not. This is just like standard aluminum, really soft. I mean, I could literally just bend this if I wanted to. I could bend this in half. That's how thin and frail these parts are. The only thing that's kind of good, I mean, like the shifter handle it feels good in your hand. It doesn't feel like a high quality piece, and it's kind of like a really odd thread pattern. Like, what is this thread pattern? Like, why did you choose this huge thread? You know, why didn't you make it to where, like, you could change it out with some other, I don't know, maybe this is standard for sequential shifter knobs. I don't know. I don't really know much about sequential shifters, but yeah, just everything in here is pretty much total garbage. Like, these springs are what I was going to try to use to get some more spring tension out of this unit, but now that I discovered, you know, these are already broken. I'm going to show you closer. Actually, I'll show you closer right now as to what the hell I'm talking about. Great job here with the designing of this. Sarcasm. That little flap that's hanging down, that's actually, it should look like this. See, it's kind of like solid right there, but this flap is just from this metal rod being able to push too hard down on it. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to even attempt to repair this. I might be able to make something out of this stuff. It's always good to have like odd shaped parts, because you never know when, you know, something can use something like this. But yeah, I mean, at the very least, you get to see the disassembly, the 100% disassembly of the unit. And I wouldn't recommend doing this. This entire unit is not intended to ever be taken apart. It's not something I would consider user serviceable. Like, you can fix it, you know, because like someone obviously put it together, right? So you can take it apart and put it back together. But nothing in here screams to me like this was ever intended on, you know, taking it back apart after it was built initially. So yeah, well, yeah, this is a depressing video. I was hoping to be able to look in here and find something I could repair, but you know, I don't have micro switches laying around. Like, I could desolder these and pop some new ones on, but I'm not going to order these and pop new ones on. Like, this is going to happen again, you know. Something I could do to probably prevent this is make my own steel plate. So this steel rod, you know, this is a hardened steel rod going against a soft aluminum top plate. How does that make sense? You know, like, repeated abuse on this stuff, like, the steel is always going to win against aluminum, you know. And this should have been something that the designer of this product or the engineer or whoever made the calls on this, you know, they should have been like, okay, well, this is a hardened steel part hitting repeatedly against this soft aluminum. Like, this is going to be the failure point. You know, this will be an eventual failure point. Not even eventual, like the next day. Come on. I was not tricked into buying this. I figured, you know, I'll be the person to show you this product because I couldn't find any information on it. I was looking for a sequential, couldn't find the A logs anywhere, so, you know, the Husingveld one just didn't interest me at all. Yeah, so I guess I'm back on board for waiting for the availability of the A log shifter, unfortunately, and I'm gonna mount my Fanatic one back up temporarily. So have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.